Good morning. Welcome to the Lasham Daily Briefing for Tuesday, the 19th of August, 2025. So the synoptic shown here is yesterday at lunchtime. We've got high pressure up near Iceland, low pressure in the Bay of Biscay, and we've got an easterly flow across the country, which was reasonably well overcast until sort of late afternoon. When it did break up into cumulus, and we did get a little bit of soaring, but nothing spectacular. Run that through midnight last night and into lunchtime today, and very little has changed. The high pressure is maybe a little bit closer to North Scotland. There's still low pressure down sort of Bay of Biscay way and down into Spain. And you can see with the isobar curvature there, we're going to have another day of easterly airflow, with maybe a bit of north in the wind there. And run that through midnight tonight. You can see there's a weak cold front coming down the country. Lunchtime tomorrow, that should be through, and we'll be in the clearer air behind. So I think we're going to get a change of air mass sometime tomorrow. The SATPIC it comes up to first light here. We can see there's still a fair bit of cloud cover over the UK. Some of it quite thick in places. Some of it maybe showery across the sort of western sort of approaches to the country and down into France there. And if we look at the rain radar, we can see the showers actually on there. Some of them quite heavy and perhaps even thundery by the looks of it. And looking at the rain forecast, if we take that on hour by hour, we can see all to the south west of us. There's very little getting any closer than perhaps Yeovil, and it's going to stay that way right throughout the day. So we should be able to fly all day today. The Odium TAF is about 8 hours old at the moment. They're forecasting 0606 knots, greater than 10k visibility, scattered at 3,500 feet, with a 30% chance that in the early hours of this morning, scattered at 2,000 feet, and then later on up until about maybe 10 o'clock this morning, broken at 1,200 feet, and temporarily up until lunchtime, broken at 2,000 feet. Farnborough, looking at their TAF, it's valid up until 3 o'clock local this afternoon, 3 o'clock UTC, 4 o'clock local. They're forecasting 0509 knots, greater than 10k visibility, broken at 1,300 feet, and then becoming by 10 o'clock local, scattered at 1,800 feet. Spot winds to the north of us, 1,000 feet 06015, 2,000 07015, 5,000 09015, and to the south, 1,000 feet winds 07020, 2,000 08015, and 5,000 is easterly 5 knots. Surface wind here at Lasham, looking at windy, it's going to be about 8 knots northeasterly as we get going this morning. Towards the end of the afternoon, the wind's coming around a bit more to the east. So it's just gradually improving for a 09 operation throughout the day. Local Met Office forecast, winds up to about maybe 10 knots east-northeasterly throughout the day, and very little change in the weather. GFS suggesting it's going to get up to about 24, 25 centigrade in this area by lunchtime, with the dew point around about 12. Currently, we have just under 15 centigrade with dew point down at 12 already. And if we have a look at the camera on the south side, we can see it's pretty much overcast right across the horizon. Sky sights, Spot forecast, if we have a look at the cross section for here at Lasham, I mean, see there's going to be void of low cloud to begin with, but there is the sort of mid-level in the upper cloud, which we've just seen on the camera there. And that's going to be around throughout the day with a bit of low-level cloud appearing from about lunchtime onwards. So we are going to see cumulus, I think. More than likely it's going to be embedded into the sort of mid-level cloud. And the thermals are going to be, they're suggesting sort of maybe 3 to 4 knots at best throughout the day, the afternoon there, with cloud bases up at least at 4,000 feet above sight. Sky sight then, the potential flight distance isn't brilliant, but there's potential for maybe 100 Ks or more out of today. And if we have a look at the thermal activity and in particular the thermal heights, as we run through the day hour on hour, doesn't really get going in our area until about 12 o'clock. And even then it's going to be quite poor. Maybe by 2 o'clock in the afternoon, we might be seeing 3,000 feet if we're lucky. So just by that, in the last few hours of the afternoon, sort of like from 3 o'clock onwards, we're going to see any sort of reasonable soaring if we get any at all. Potential flight distance then, again, quite poor, 1 to 200 Ks for pretty much the whole of southern England. NOTAMs then, there's a few to go through, which are local to us. For anybody wanting to go down to the Isle of Wight, there's parachute jumping at Sandown. That's from the 18th to the 22nd, 1200 to 1900 are the hours for that. 21 is Barton Stacey. Again, there's going to be flares there from 1900 to 0800 every day from the 19th today through to the 22nd. 24 and 25 ash ranges. D132 is active. Again, that's into the Farnborough airspace, so it's not really an issue for us. And again, Camberley at 26 there. Again, illuminance being fired in the evenings from 1700 to 2359. So if we move on to the airfield briefing, and we'll start with the bookings. We've got one K21 on booked instruction, a couple of K21s on 5-day courses. There's a K21 on the casual list. There is a K13 for trial lessons today. There's single seat availabilities. There's quite a few available. And of course, the simulator is available as per normal. Just one church notes, the Autumn Wave Camp to Aboyne. It's only about 6 weeks away now. There's week 1 and week 2 are full up. Week 3 still has a few places. It's some great flying up there, excellent flying conditions, there's good wave. And Aboyne is a great gliding club. I would suggest if you're interested, you come and have a chat with myself, Evan or Barry. And if you want to book, do it via the club office. So 2XL movements today, there's nothing to report there. And on the general situation, there's a high pressure, which is still dominant, only just. Cooler conditions, there's a moderate easterly flow with some soaring available this afternoon. We're on runway 09 with the cables on the south. If there's any grid today, which I very much doubt, it will be on 09 Grass North. And please be ready when the cable or the tug arrives. And of course, do not land or taxi on the disused runways, which are shown here in red. So the airfield set up today, launch point vehicle out on 09 on the south side of the hard runway. Winch launching off the grass to the south side, aero towing off the runway on the north side, and landing both 09 Grass North and South. That's it from me today. Have a great day's flying. Enjoy yourself, have lots of fun, and please keep it safe.